Now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield, drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 tickets, 714 tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Halos in the Infield postgame show, the only place that you can get a nightly post-game report for your Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles, of Western Hemisphere, of Eastern China. You can watch and listen to and talk about your Angels however you want to. And that's what we do here on Halos in the Infield. And also, don't forget, your comments are being counted. The funniest ones, the most sarcastic ones, the ones that make the most sense go into a drawing. And this Friday, you get a free gift courtesy of Halos in the Infield. We already shipped out that beer mug Stein to our friend who won it the other day, Pablo. So there you go. Congratulations. We got more stuff to give out. We're probably going to do a shirt this week. So, and we're going to pick the design, either Halos in the Infield, that one, or several other different designs we have. So with that being said, the Angels won. The Angels won. Cue it up, Randy.
Celebrity producer to the stars.
We won?
That is the great Danny Glover doing the whole "we won" from Angels in the Outfield, the great Oscar-winning movie back in the day. With that being said, the Angels won 7-4, defeating the Baltimore Orioles. They had a touchdown lead for most of the game, and we'll get into that. There was a lot of hate going on. Now, there's been a lot of distractions. Obviously, you got the NBA playoffs and what happened to the Lakers. You got hockey with what happened to the Kings. You got different stories about the NFL draft, which is right around the corner. And then you got baseball. But the thing is, as far as the Angel fans are concerned, the whole talk was me ranting about Mike Trout yesterday, you ranting about Mike Trout yesterday, the whole back and forth between the honks, the realists, and even some honks who've turned their back on Trout or saying, of course, and the narrative and this and that. And excuse me if I was scorned today when I saw the lineup come out and Mike Trout is leading off. And I'm thinking, man, we're taking a step back again. I didn't like him at 2. Some people think he needs more at bats, and the whole thing, the excuse train, chicka, 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 woo, woo. The A train and the excuse train are coming down the same track, and it's not good. I don't like Trout that high up in the lineup. I've never liked it. Keep giving him opportunities to drive in the runs. Eventually, hopefully, he'll do it. I was more along the lines of, hey, why is he batting 2? Let's put him down to 6. And a lot of people were like, hey, that's messed up. That you can't do that to him. He's a Hall of Famer. Okay, well, prove it. Get your ass back in there and start producing. So right away, again, excuse me if I'm like just, batting my eyes or rolling my eyes, I should say, when Mike Trout's lead off and he leads off the game with a home run. Han Solo, where have we seen this before? So the hatred's there. And like, hey, prove me wrong. I'm still wanting to see it because I know he can do it. I know he's got not just the power, he's got the intangibles to get the RBI hits, to get on base, to get the double. He's showing you a different part of his game with stealing bases. So we want him to succeed. But just basically, it's been a frustrating 24 hours where all the way up until game time, everyone's at each other's throat. I'm telling you, the Angels fan base was divided today, all over social media, not just on Halos in the infield, but all over the place. Angel fans were going back and forth and showing, Mike Trout highlights or bringing up his stats. I mean, there was a good argument for either side. So it was very compelling to be on social media. So with all that being said, I just had to put that out there. But the Angels took on the Orioles today with Rodriguez, probably one of their best pitchers on the mound. It didn't look good because you got Griffin Canning, yes, fresh off a start where he did pitch a lot better in Tampa, only surrendering 2 runs in it, but taking the tough luck loss. He needed a good home start. He needed to get going and give the fans something to cheer about, keep the Angels in the ball game. You felt like, man, that they're not scoring many runs. Ron Washington before the game called out Mike Trout, called out the rest of the hitters, says finally, the pitchers are putting up where they're, shutting down the haters and they're doing their job. Now we got to get the hitting going. And so the onus was on the hitting today, and the Orioles are coming in there debuting their next big star in Kerpstad or whatever the fuck you say his name is. And, the Angels had to come in there and do something. And right away, like I said, Trout got the home run early to make it 1-0. And you're feeling good, at least with that first run, but you're like, hey, we need to score more. So in the second inning, Renifo would double in to right, scoring Adele to make it 2-0. Neto came through with a big hit. We've been on him. I've been grilling this guy. He came through with a nice hit to right field again. And when he's hitting the right field, he's hitting good. His timing's getting better. So Renifo would score. Neto took second on the throw. Ohapi then doubled in the third inning. Ward would score. So they're scoring runs at a nice little clip. Adele pitched in an RBI single, scoring Ohapi. It's 5-0 in the third. Then the Angels get a double by Neto, something we were talking about. They're not hitting the gaps. They're not taking the extra bases. Now they are. Renifo scored. Then Shawnewill singled. Neto scored. It's 7-0 before Henderson gets it going. O'Hearn, and then Henderson again makes it a little tight, as we'll talk about the pitching, because I felt, Rodriguez got roughed up. 4 1/3, 7 runs allowed, 11 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Now, the problem is, the Orioles have a really good World Series championship caliber winning type bullpen, and they don't have household names, but they have great electric arms. They brought in Tate, Aiken, and Ramirez. They combined to only allow 1 hit and 1 walk, or actually only 1 walk the rest of the way. So the Angels did not have a hit after Rodriguez was lifted in the 5th inning. So again, that put pressure on the Angels pitching to get it done. And Griffin Canning was pretty much cruising until the 5th inning. And again, 5 hits on 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. You'll take that, because that's what we were talking about. If our pitchers are giving us 4 runs or less on a nightly basis, and they can at least get to the 5th, maybe the 6th inning, that's going to do wonders for this team's, for the culture of this team. It's going to do good for the resting the arms, not having to go to the bullpen, not having to because you're going to have your days where a pitcher doesn't have it. But if you are consistent, 7 out of 10 starts, you're doing really good. 8 out of 10 starts, you're doing really good, or at least giving you 5-6 innings pitched. That does wonders for the team. It keeps you in it if it's under 4 runs or less. So with that being said, again, Simber came in, clean 6th inning. Matt Moore had the troubles tonight. Matt Moore, 2 hits, 1 run. Again, not too bad, because then Garcia came in, and for the 5th straight outing, Luis Garcia has lowered his ERA down to 3.48. Remember, it was an infinity at first. He was terrible in his first couple outings. Since then, his 5th straight 0 put up. He pitched an inning and 2/3, only allowed 1 hit, had 3 strikeouts. And then Carlos Estevez made it look really easy, only throwing 16 pitches in that 9th inning. Another key to the success for the Angels pitching, if you want to see good performances out of the bullpen, you'll judge them by the balls to strikes ratio or the strikes to balls ratio. And Simber, nice clean inning, 13 out of 20 pitches were strikes. Garcia, 19 out of 27 pitches were strikes. Estevez, 10 out of 16. So there you have it. And then as far as what happened with the keys to the game, the reason why the Angels were to score those runs, because We talk about on a nightly basis, this team they can't afford to go 1 for 10. They can't give easy outs, extra outs like Ohapi last night, dropping the ball twice on 2 strikeouts, and then those runs come in, right? You didn't have any of those kind of mental errors or mistakes tonight, and you didn't have your 1 for 10 with 10 guys or 7 guys left on base. What you had tonight was a nice balanced attack, at least in the first half of the game, to where the numbers look good for the rest of the game. The Angels had 10 chances to score with runners in scoring position. They went 5 for 10. That's almost a season best. 5 for 10. They only left 4 men on base. Great job for the Angels. And guess what? The Orioles did what the Angels did. They went 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position and left a cool 7 on the bags. And that doesn't get it done. It's a recipe for success when you're having more than 2 hits with runners in scoring position. There's a good chance that your team will win, especially with the way that the Angels have been pitching. So again, I don't think the Angels are going to keep this up all year where their starters are surrendering 4 or less per game. But for right now, let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the fact that we're getting the best that we can out of these pitchers. And if they can continue to be somewhat consistent, it can give this team a chance, not just against the White Sox, not just against the Marlins, Rockies, lower tier teams, against our division, against teams like the Orioles. Like, this gives us an advantage tomorrow to have a chance to actually take a series after losing 5 in a row. And I think you want to talk about a great feeling to have if the Angels somehow can pull it out tomorrow in the day game, the getaway game for Baltimore, and before an off day. If the Angels go all in tomorrow and get that dub, what it's going to do for the morale of this team moving into that series with a struggling Twins team coming to town. The only reason why the Twins have been winning lately is because they've been playing the White Sox. So again, tonight too, the attendance was 22,803. I would subtract about 2,000 didn't show up. So I would say there was a cool 2,000 or 20,000 in attendance. We're going to see a lot of that. And my girl was trying to tell me, oh, it's because it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday night. You know, there's not that many, it's a school's in. I get all that, but this is the Orioles. And you can't tell me the 2009, 2014, even the 2016-17 Angels fans would not flock to the stadium to see a team like this play their hometown Angels. But the fact of the matter is, last night's game was about the same kind of attendance. Half those fans were Orioles. Tonight, a little bit more Angel fans in attendance, but I would just say this, it doesn't have anything to do with school. I remember going plenty of times where that thing was consistently sold out. That's why the Angels had over 3 million every year. So don't make the excuse it's a school night. Don't make the excuse that it's a Tuesday night. People work. People had to work back then. People had school back then. It's what you put on the field. And if what you put on the field is not attractive, people won't come. Just like they said in Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. Not necessarily in this case with the stadium, but if you build a winner, people will come. We've seen it in places like Pittsburgh, Colorado, where they have that one-hit wonder year or 2 years in a row where they get good again. You see the attendance. Hell, even Oakland. Oakland can't draw flies because the shit stadium, the shit owner. But when they're in their playoff mode, when Oakland was rebuilt and they were, winning, yes, it took them half the year for Oakland fans to believe, but you best believe in August and September, that place is sold out. You heard those annoying ass horns, the flag waving, everything. Oakland fans show up, so it's proven. You build a winner, they will come. Artie's just like, it's all about the entertainment. So country weekend, monster trucks, and all kinds of fireworks and drones and Star Wars, and then all kinds of Hoffy hot dogs. That'll bring the fans in. Fans want to see entertainment. They don't want to see winning.
How dare you?
Thank you, producer to the stars for that very relevant soundbite. That was right on cue. I love that. See, no practice, no nothing. That's awesome right there. Randy from One Jets Pod. Gotta love it. But yeah, let's get into some of the comments tonight. Or actually, I'm off here. Let's get into the awards show tonight. Let's see who won the Stamos. The John Stamos Award for Best Performance goes to Zach Neto. And again, I was killing this guy last few games. He's been playing pretty bad, but he raised his average to 205. And that's actually something for him since he was batting somewhere around Moniak status. His average was fading, but 2 nice hits tonight. Very much involved in the offense. The key for me tonight, why I gave him the Stamos, is because no strikeouts. Better swings, flatter, across the plate, much, much better improvement from the last few series we've seen with Zach Neto. Of course, defensively, nothing to work on, nothing to see here. Zach, you be Zach. But it's the hitting. If we get this, and again, you're never going to get 2 for 3 every night. But if he gives you 1 for 4 and a walk, that's beautiful. If he gives you 1 for 4, but that one hits a double down the line that scored home a run, or he got himself into position and someone else scored him in, he's got a run scored, whatever. I'll take that. 0 for 3 and 2 walks. Give me that all day. Just don't fill up that K, strikeouts with multiple strikeouts. We don't need that. We need you to be making contact, Neto. We need you to reset that lineup. And tonight, you and Renifo did a great job. Hell, even throwing Adele down there. Ohapi, the bottom 4 went pretty much 8 for 14. I mean, that never happens. So the bottom 4 going 8 for 14, it's beautiful. You're not going to lose too many games when you're getting that kind of production from the back end of that lineup. So kudos to those 4, but Neto, I give it to him because he's needed this type of game. Hoppy's giving you those 2 hits consistently lately. Adele's even been on base a lot more than a lot of us thought of. And then Renifo's also, even though making errors, he's been contributing too. But Neto really needed that golden Stamos, and hopefully that'll, I'm pretty sure he's valuing that Stamos tonight, and he'll take that into tomorrow's game. Now let's talk about who was not worthy of a golden Stamos.
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos. Ow.
Ow. It's always good to give it to the opponent, and we're going to give it to Cedric Mullins. Cedric Mullins has been a pain in the Angels' ass since he's come up. He's a great player. I like him in Santander a lot amongst other Orioles that they have. Again, jealous of the opponent. But Cedric Mullins is a nice player. But even you'd like to see the opponent's nice player have a night off, especially when the Angels have lost 5 in a row. And tonight was no other. They handled him. He went 0 for 4 and 3 strikeouts. And anytime you get a hat trick, you're almost assured to be in the running for a freaking Stamos. And the only way that you pretty much set it in stone, if you don't shit the bed as a pitcher, if you're a hitter, you get that golden sombrero, baby. If he had went 0 for 4 with 4 Ks, that golden sombrero gets you in every time. And unfortunately, speaking of Mike Trout, although he hit the home run tonight, which he has 9 home runs and a very impressive 12 RBIs, he had quite a few golden sombreros last year. So we want to stay away from those, as not just Mike Trout, but any Angel. I'm tired of seeing the good old golden sombrero. Now, one other thing I got to play before we get started with the comments, and that is this. We won! Fuck yeah. I never knew that song before, Dan, and then it has meaning. And so hey, we won. So it's a good song to play. Balls, and winning. I got to get that one back, by the way. I missed that one. That is
time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Winning. The season starts today, right?
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Sapphire says 6 for 9 hitters. Hell yeah, they were good tonight. Sorry, I said 4 for 8 or something like that. I don't know. Moniak and Hicks are useless. Yeah, tell me what we don't know, Alex. Marty says balls, and chicken tenders. Chicken tenders. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like something Roger would find.
John Stamos choked on me.
Exactly. Let's see. Patrick, 5 guys in my mouth. I don't have a sound bite for that one. The kids went off today. Yes, they did. 20. Sapphire says, come on, Todd, get up from your eating your nacho helmets and that old bench coach used to give everyone, especially to your old boy Squid. Yeah, fuck Squid. I can't stand that guy. Mateo's checking in with a very important James. Also, Alex says, my honk is honking tonight. So all it takes is one win. Jim says, Matt Moore is a bit scary coming to the mound. Deja vu, Aaron Loop. Oh, don't put that curse on him. 5 for 10 with runners in scoring position. That was indeed sexy. Finally off the schneid, Dan says. Patrick says, I like your cap. The 86-92 is my favorite. Yeah, it's pretty sexy. I love the old school Angels logos. 007, if anyone saw an Angels fan celebrating the Angels win with a Miller High Life at the big bag of Fritos by the 7-Eleven on Harbor and Catella, that was me. Damn, okay. Jim says, did you know that baseball started tonight? Well, let's ask Roger. Roger, do you know if the season or when it starts?
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Got it. Light that baby up. The Anaheim Angels win. Time for some Stukas over Disneyland. We just played that. Also, Lakers fan says, hey, you're going to do the pregame show, James pregame show again. Love it from Japan morning commute. Well, you got to tell James that because James got a little discouraged because we never had a set time with the Angels going back and forth. The pregame just didn't really take off. He had some great shit on there. He really did. It just people didn't tune in because people really don't get into the pregame thing because not even Bally's really does a good pregame. So, but he's going to be doing other shows, and he's been doing other network stuff, and he's going to do a what is it called? Round the League show. I'm going to be helping him out with that too. So we're going to probably get Randy on there, Robert. So we'll have like a little round the table about what's going on around baseball. Sapphire says, take Aaron Hicks out of here. Same old swing, and he can't find his swing. That's the one problem right there. June 7, 2014, the last time Mike Trout hit a game-tying grand salami. That was a long time ago. Angel's grandma says the 6 through 9 hitters got multi-hits, including Joe Adell. Joe Adell with a double, single, walk, run, and RBI showed that he can do it tonight. And he got unfortunately called out, which I think he was safe. That was a stupid call. Jim says we need tomorrow's win for the major leaguers streak. Cue it. Oh, that's right. We got to talk about a potential winning streak right here.
Thank you, guys. Let's listen up. We won a game yesterday.
Yep, we sure did today.
We win one today. That's
tomorrow.
2 in a row. We win one tomorrow.
Friday.
That's called a winning streak.
Correct. Rally Chris says Mike Trout with a leadoff hitter as a leadoff hitter, so that means season starts tonight. We are 1-0. You're absolutely right. That means we're headed to the playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
What?
You
Why
kidding
not?
me? Playoffs?
Damn it. All right, sorry. 007 says April 27, Mandalorian Rally Monkey giveaway. Yes. Most likely my dumbass will be there. Anaheim Angels finally won a game. Yes, they did. Moniak needs to find his rhythm again. Sapphire says he keeps swinging first swing with no contact every time. And show me an 0-2 hitter, and I'll show you a struggling hitter. Every time that guy stands in the box, he's 0-2 as well. Jim says, Love and Cano better consider this as a strong option to Rendon. Base it on playability, not the contract. Attention, Artie Manassian /Manassian. And that's the thing, too, my man, Jim. And you know baseball, and you're getting production from a guy who's getting pennies on the dollar, and we still don't know exactly what Rendon has or how long he will be out. And this is days later. Robert says Ron's hitters meeting, he started it with Jobu and lit a firecrackers in the locker room to wake up the bats. Hey, whatever works, Robert, I'll take it. Trout with another home run. Also, 007 needed that home run from Trout yesterday. Good God, that's exactly what the sarcastic people such as myself were thinking and saying. It's like, damn it, where was that last night? Dude, just split the gap last night. And how fun would have that been to see that they're going to tie the game. The only question if Trout like rips one off the wall is, will the runner from first score? Is there going to be a play at the plate? You know, and your anticipation, your butt clenching, you know what I mean? Like you're hugging the person next to you. That's the kind of feel you want as an Angel fan at Angels Stadium. Seen a close play at the plate. Yes, home runs are sexy. Yes, yada, yada, yada. But, dude, I'm telling you, play at the plate, guys running around the bases, to me, I'll take that any day. 007 says In-N-Out cheeseburgers are fire after an Angels win. Shit, anything is fire. Isaac says get Moniak going, Todd. I'm trying to. Robert says Canning, good job. Keep these guys off balance. Kudos to Wash getting Canning out there after the 5th inning. Yeah, he probably saw the writing was on the wall. A good call right there. DJ says, where does Angels pitching rank in baseball? I'll check that out, but it's probably too early to consider it what do you call it? A stat right now. Let's see, 2024 pitching rankings, pitching staff rankings. Let's see where we're at right now. Let's see. No, this is for the 2024. That's which rotations are stand above the rest. They haven't really put nothing out. This is all preseason stuff right here, so nothing's up to date, at least unless you have a link. Mateo says, what's the over-under? Estevez is not available tomorrow. He better be. We have a fucking off day. Damn it, Mateo. Let's see. I don't want to see Trout pinch hit. He's not good when he's pinch hitting. Exactly, R. Martinez. Cole says, me and Moon Man went to the game. Grayson Rodriguez collapsed faster than Francis Scott Keeper. I need a too soon soundbite because god damn. That was pretty good. Hey, note to producer to the stars. Save that one. That one's really good. Robert says, dump Hicks. Let Adele and Moniak take it from here. Let's get a bat or another arm in the pen. Moniak is struggling, but I'll take them over Hicks. Good comment, Robert, but I thought you were saying take one, take a finger, because there's been a lot of finger references. As I was reading that, I was like, is there a finger coming here? Jim says, late post, noticing that Jose Suarez must have been upset the team Taylor. Felony button popping. Jersey pulling out over the waist. Jane Fonda yoga pants. Yeah, dude, that jersey is not fitting him sexy at all. He's definitely not got Bartolo Colon's big sexy look. Canning looking sharp. His last 2 performances, man, I really liking him. Season starts when? Well, I'm pretty sure it will start very soon. Roger, they keep asking, and I don't think you've been blunt enough.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Okay, we get it. Need another win tomorrow. Angels can't keep falling behind in the division. And right now, I mean, Seattle has gotten first place in that division currently. Right now the standings are Seattle 12-11, Texas 12-12, a half game out of first place. Angels are 2.5 out at 10-14. Surprising. Oakland's only a game back, 9-15, and Houston is in the butthole position. Oscar says, can you, Todd, tell that Mickey Mouse Moniak to do better? He's playing like squid, useless. I'm trying. If I could and they would listen to me, I would do that. Nancy says, fun game tonight. Seems like Washington kicked some ass before the game. He had to have, Nancy. He absolutely has to. The Lastros are back. I like. Boy, if they're back, that would be amazing. Who is going to tomorrow's day game? I am. I'm going to miss this one, Jim. I really want to take off tomorrow, but I have to go to work tomorrow, unfortunately. I really want to take off tomorrow. But I will be there Friday and most likely Saturday. So Nancy says they should have promotions during the week. They should, Nancy. They would get more people there. John Stamos choked on me. Why, he's choking on a lot of people, not just Roger. But I think Roger wants to tell
John
you.
Stamos choked on me.
Sonics Joe says get him to 1,000. Thank you, sir. We're almost there. Anaheim Stadium needs a heavy renovation. No need to tear down an icon of Orange County. You know what, Patrick? If that happened, I swear to God, I would try to do anything to get at least a 3 or 4 seat row from the stadium, something to remember it by, because I have so many memories from a kid. Hunter says 148-14 season because the season started today. There you go. Somebody's honking their honk at an inappropriate age. Sapphire says it's over, World Series bound. I'm honking my greatest honk. Send the appropriate memes to your fascist book messenger because I can't hear. Okay. Dan says, Patrick says Artie Moreno should get the nachos. It would be a nightly award for him, basically. Balls, the Angels win. My boy James Malou checking
Time for
in.
you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
It's Trout here. Also, let's see. Patrick says kids don't play Artie Moreno's inflated greed prices. Go to 714 tickets and use the code HEATY to get 10% off. 714 tickets. 714 tickets. Boo Boo Bears mommy iffy. Wow, that's a good one. I'm so happy. Finally a win. Hell yeah. It's good to get a win. Booby 50. I forgot already. Hopefully we can go streaking the other way. Hell yeah. We could get a good winning streak going because I would love to go to the gymnasium and where else?
Sorry, we're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody.
Let's do it. Let's just take it all off and go like Big Hammer. R. Martinez says, Todd, what would be your walk-up music in general or a particular song? Just curious. I do like the Stevie Wonder song that remade by Red Hot Chili Peppers. God, what's the name of that song? I have it playing in my head right now. Help me out on that one. It's one of their first songs from their first album. They remade it, and it's a Stevie Wonder song. I like that one, or I would go with Sabotage since that was my wrestling name. You know, so I would go with that. Those would be my two go-tos. Chicken tenders, the new snack Terry was having in the booth through his grill, telling anyone who came into the booth to get some. You get out of here. Oh. He just takes like a whole like cooked chicken, puts it in his mouth, and just shreds it. Let's see. Also, what time is the first pitch tomorrow? 1:07, I believe. Is that it on the comments? Or there we go. Is James doing a pregame? No, he's not. Not this season. That died. Hunter said, "I want to be on the round the league show with my boy James." We might have to do that. We'll get a little round table because what we want to do is at the end of the month. Just go around the league, talk about the different teams, talk about who's going where. Did we expect this? Is this unexpected? Is this not expected? The highs and lows so far of the season. And then we are going to have, talking about our Angels with
I think the song you're talking about is Higher Ground.
There you go. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. I love that song, Randy. Like the Higher Ground just by Stevie Wonder is great, but I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers rendition. Balls, and Adele getting thrown out on base again. Love what he's doing at the plate. Field needs and base running practice daily, Jake says. Yes, I agree. Trade Rendon. Well, he's got to get healthy first. Brian says, if you don't want the rally monkey, I'll take it. I'll be at Stagecoach this weekend. Yeah, I might. We'll see. When I get those things, I usually keep them and then use them for giveaways. So I have a bunch of bobbleheads I'll be giving away through the season, and I might just get that one and give that one away too, the Rally Monkey. So we'll see. Nachos for Hicks. Also, Rally Chris says, on the bright side, we aren't the Astros, 7-17 in last place. I think they finally will miss the playoffs this year. And their years are done. We'll have to see, man. I mean, there's a lot of baseball left to be played. Chick-fil-A, Mateo says, okay. Hey, Todd, along with dressing up as a clown, you should go as an old school WWF, WWE wrestler, the Honky Tonk Man. Oh, I see what you did there. The Angel Honky Tonk Man, and run up and down going, oh! See, bats will be put back in the fridge for tomorrow's game. Damn! And will be cold again. These guys are so inconsistent. See, I love Marty. The other day, he wouldn't stop honking his honk. You know what I mean? Like, we were almost going to put out a warrant for his arrest because he had his honk out for too long in public. And all of a sudden, it's just like went back up. It's like shriveled up like he jumped into some like ice water. All of a sudden, he's the anti-Halo honk. Nice win, but the season starts tonight. So yeah, LV... Great show, my good man. Thank you so much for the love right there, by the way. He's been giving me a lot of love, and I really appreciate that. It makes me get a... Mateo says Adele needs to fix his base running. Damn right he does. Esteves not pitching tomorrow due to breathing while pitching.
Smart thinking.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe!
That's pretty good, man, because they look for any excuse to rest his ass. It's like, oh, he's got to go Mimi's. Why? He's tired. Can't you see? Bags under his eyes. Oh, God. Let's see. Cue the circus music for our boy Hicks. Well, you want it? You got it. Where is it? Hold on. Now you got it. Well, you know what? I do have to. Maybe I could edit that soundbite a little bit to where he goes, where Roger goes me at the end.
It's pretty cocky. I want balls and John Stamos.
Or, you know, like when he chokes on him, it could be choking
John
on himself.
Stamos choked on me.
So it could be a Roger Lodge choked on me. Angels win. Crazy to say that they're looking forward to Anderson being consistent tomorrow. Yes, they need to get him back in the W column because I think he's 2-2. Dan says, I have seats from the stadium the last time it was renovated. That's cool, man. You have those faded, sun-bleached, used to be red in the late 70s, pinkish, like it's not pink, it's salmon color. Boy, those were some faded ass seats, man. I remember when they got rid of those. Hit the like button. Yes, R. Martinez, appreciate that. Chubb says, Chubbs McFrinkles, I love that name. The one night I don't watch, we win. Same here. Patrick says, you need to get the Snoop Dogg Jack in the Box thing from last year on your soundboard. Yeah, I'll get it back, dude. I'm going to be doing some work on the off day on Thursday on the soundboard. I promise you. Higher Ground by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes, I love that one. Higher Ground, Todd. Yes, thank you, Michael. Whenever I go to Five Guys Burgers, I always want... Your mouth is very wide at this point. Balls, and 2 bags for Mr. 2 bags. Damn.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
2 bags in his mouth. Silent E says, tonight I will be honking my honk, damn it. I'm not happy after just 1 win after 5 losses. Still feel like 1 for 3 against these O's. My honk isn't as loud as Lodge's honk, but I will honk it today. Well, you know what? You get that honk more than anything because you're overseas, Silent E. Shout out to you. At least we aren't the White Sox, who are 3-20. Yes, and Marcus Thames is doing wonders for that team. 7 or 8 times they've been shut out in 23 games. You thought Thames was bad here. He's like, hold my beer. Mateo says, Todd, use your PTO for tomorrow. I do have PTO time, but I did freaking kind of make myself available tomorrow when I shouldn't have. Hicks out, Marisnik in. That's most likely going to happen, Alfonso. Marty says, got to keep our honks in check, Todd, but I'll always want an Angels W. Okay. So you just don't want to chafe yourself. I get it. Boo-Boo says, I've decided to wear black today in hopes that the Angels would win, and they did. Oh, were you one of the ones online, Boo-Boo? Because, yes, I did see a lot of social media saying we need to wear black until the Angels win. So there you go. Kudos to you. Honky Tonk Man or Bushwhacker. Oh, come on, man. I don't have the teeth for the Bushwhackers, but I'll go with Honky Tonk Man. I just need to get back to playing the acoustic guitar. Or I thought you were going to have me be, what's his name? So many classic wrestlers. You know, I've got the hair to be Sergeant Slaughter. I could just trim up the beard a little bit. And I got that going. I miss when Anaheim Stadium was... Jeez. This guy, James, can you replay the Trout home run so we can play it 40 times after a commercial? Then UCLA basketball and spritz the clock. Also, Five Guys does numbers to my guts, not the fast food. Plus, it's expensive. R. Martinez says Angels pitchers really have potential to be more solid now. Imagine if they acquired 2 more quality pitchers. I'm so sad about that. Boo Boo says that was me. Well, kudos. I love it. You honked your honk. T. Shane says maybe Terry Smith can put those teeth to good use and whittle a couple of magic bats like in the movie The Natural might spark this needs. Oh, jeez. I could picture him whittling a bat like you eat a corn, like a big corn, like ding, ding. Oh my God. Balls, and spritzers in the dugout.
I was pretty cocky. I want balls and John Stamos.
Pitchers in the dugout. Trout pissed me off again. Put him in the leadoff at bat. Was a solo. Typical Trout of here by Silent E. Can't come through with man on base. Oh, we want that to change so bad. I meant the stadium being the color white, Todd. Jesus Christ. Hey, you wrote it. I just read it. Dan says, is Bauer blackballed? He'd be so cheap and would help us. Yes, he is. Like right now, if you said, I'll give you 10 Hoffy hot dogs and a large souvenir last year's Shohei Ohtani cup, Bauer would sign on the dotted line. It's just, I believe Fernando's right. I was trying to not believe it because I don't believe that sports should blackball a person, especially if they've been found innocent, but he's been blackballed. I mean, dude, you mean to tell me, dude literally says, you don't have to pay me not even a cold million. You know, I'm not even asking for incentives. Just give me the league fucking minimum and I'm your ace. And not one team would pay for him. Not one team. You mean the White Sox at 3-20, the Rockies? Automatically, I could name you a dozen teams where he automatically is the ace of that squad, like that. So he's been blackballed. It sucks. When Trout hits a home run, the Dodgers win. Oh, just an option. Nacho Libre. Very nice. Yeah, I love that movie. That's the best right there. So with that being said, if you want, we'll take a couple phone calls at best. It is kind of late. It's 10:24. Dude, last year we did some freaking shows till like midnight. So yeah, this is not exactly late, but it is kind of late. Let's see while you guys decide if you want to call or not. Well, there you go. Gee, I wonder who this is.
It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd.
What is up, Big 20?
Dude, I had football meeting today for spring ball. It starts in about 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know if I'm going to party before then because I'm just like, fuck, spring ball is going to take a lot of my energy. I'm going to need all that energy to run fast and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gnarly.
Yeah. But this weekend, I don't know. We'll see if I'm probably not going to the game. I was like, I want to go to the game this Friday to see all the kids going in the sky for Star Wars night, like Star Wars characters in the sky. But yeah, other than that, I just had football today, and I don't know if I'm gonna party this weekend and just stuff like that.
Are you feeling okay? Because if you're not gonna party, there's something wrong.
Well, it's just that I'm worried about like football,
These nuts.
stuff like that, like running.
Oh, I got you. You're worried about running.
I just don't want to get gassed out super early. And you know how like.
Did you say gas?
Yeah, like gassed out super early and like laps and stuff like that, and like gases.
Yeah, plenty of gases.
Because the alcohol like takes out your energy. You know what I mean?
You mean Shirley Temples?
Yeah, let's go with that for now.
Okay.
Yeah. Angels won. Finally, we we snapped our 4-game skid.
Emotional damage.
From the road trip in last night.
Very insightful. Yes.
So I'm happy about that. And I watched tonight. I'm like, we won! Home run! Out of here. And yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty awesome. But go Angels! And I'll call in tomorrow after school. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah.
Woo.
No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
All right, so you want to call the show 714-598-3221. How do you follow that? I don't know. That's up to you. Let's talk about the scores. The shit fucks. What can I say? They keep winning. I mean, winning. I don't understand it. I mean, they got literally nobody on that team. I don't care what people say. It's the Naylor brothers and a bunch of pile of shit, and somehow They are 17-6. So I don't get it. Red Sox bent over for them. They lost 4-1. Pirates beat the Brewers 2-1. Oh, here we go.
It's the Halo Honk line.
Balls in my mouth.
Is this Patrick?
Yes, it is.
John Stamos choked on me.
Love you, buddy.
I love you too. That gets me every time, dude. Like you could tell me, hey, I'm gonna say this, and I'll be like, no, I'll be ready for it. And then you say it, or it's posted, and I start laughing. So you feel you
love you, buddy.
I love you.
I'm doing pretty good. You're doing good, man. Yeah. Love you. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and I'll keep doing what I'm doing, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too. You just want to make me know the balls were in his mouth. That's awesome. I love that. See, it's the little things that count in life. Reds are 13-10. They beat the Phillies 8-1. The Raiders over the Nationals 4-1. The Tigers beat the Rays 4-2. The Stanks beat the Athletics 4-3. My God, the Marlins suck. And that sweep looks less and less impressive every game the Marlins play. The Braves beat them 5-0 rather easily. And boy, the White Sox scored 5. It doesn't matter. They're 1-11 on the road, 3-20 total. The Twinkies beat them 6-5. The Astros lose to the Cubs 7-2. The Royals are 14-10. They beat the Blue Jays 3-2. The Diamondbacks decide to play every other day or every other day, and they won 14-1 over the Cardinals. The Mariners shut out the Rangers 4-0. The Rockies finally win. They beat the Padres 7-4, and then the Giants beat the Mets 5-1. So if we got any more comments, producer to the stars, what happened to all the pitchers we drafted 2 years ago? We have a couple that have come up. We've had a couple that have had career-ending injuries, and we have that Dana kid who will be up soon. So there's that. I'm telling you all, the Angels signed both Urias, Urinal Cake, and Bauer. They can scare the league, even the team's female staffs. Wow. Okay. I like that one because you had me like, oh, hey, it's okay. It makes sense. You know, they're going to scare the team and, female staff. Wow. Guess we don't need Artie barfing. Yeah, I think Artie's still recovering from the spritz o'clock last night. Wonder what will happen to first Rendon being back or Big 20 losing his V card. I would go with a C, his B card being lost. I'm still going to wear black until they put together a few wins. You know what would be good, Boo-Boo, if you kept that on or wearing the black kind of thing until they get over 500. That might be all season. So hopefully you look good in black because that might be a thing. I want this team to be better. Trust me, just like you. I could see the good in this team. We can see the bad in this team. It's obvious that we're seeing a lot more good than we did last year. And, you're going to get some games like last night, and you're going to get some games like tonight. So what will we see tomorrow? Who the fuck knows? This team is so up and down. And, like tomorrow's game is going to be a good one, I think, moving with Tyler Anderson on the hill. So hopefully he can get his third win. He definitely deserves another win. He's gotten cheated the last couple starts. So again, we're going to go through the comments. Hopefully you guys are in that drawing for the shirt that we're going to give away on Friday with the best comment. We'll have it ranked on Instagram like we did last week. So we got a lot of engagement on that. And then we'll have some more stuff, more announcements for the month of May. But for right now, we're just sticking with that. The trucker hat trivia, I know Mateo's wanted it. A lot of other old school listeners and watchers been wanting the trucker hats to come back. Those were slick. Those were clean freaking hats. And we're going to be having those back at some point here soon. So we're looking forward to all that stuff coming up here. And again, if you're out at the stadium on Friday, hit us up on Instagram or whatever. Oh, we'll take one more. One more. Last call.
It's the Halo Honk line.
Oh, what? We won finally.
Yes, we did, Rally Chris. So you weren't happy about the win tonight, or just like pissed off about the other 5 losses?
No, because we were almost about to blow it.
You're ready for the Buttercup or what?
I thought we did.
Yeah, I mean, it did get a little scary. I mean, that would have been the ultimate FU. You remember when we went on that long streak and we thought we had beaten the streak and the Phillies made that monster comeback against us? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
The Bryce Harper fucking home run.
Yes, exactly. So, what do you
How dare you?
Do you think we win 2 out of 3 tomorrow?
I think so. But Anderson, sometimes he pitches terrible during the day game.
That is true. We got to hope that the weather is more overcast tomorrow, not so hot. Maybe they could put up some runs again tomorrow, because I think that'll be key. I think scoring more than 4 runs tomorrow, they should get the W tomorrow if we score more than 4.
If Trout's in the leadoff spot again tomorrow, and if he plays good, lock it in.
Okay.
Roger says, hey, keys locked. Lock it in. We got the dub. If Trout plays good tomorrow.
What if Roger? What would you do if Roger Lodge just all of a sudden out of nowhere said,
I'm not going to use Lodge's lock anymore. I'm going to use Rally Chris lock. 2 out of 3. We're going to take this series.
Would you be happy or offended?
Offended. Oh, speaking about Roger Lodge.
Uh-huh.
Remember I told you God called me? Trent Rush said shout out me on the radio.
Oh, he did?
I said a question on because today was social media and everything, and I said a question, and yeah, he said, "Rally, Chris." I said a question, and yeah.
All right. Well, so he was like,
"Hey, that Rally Chris had a good question here."
Yeah, and then I got AMA 30 sent me because I won a prize.
Oh.
And I think I know what kind of prize, because it was a 4-pack, and I think I know what it was. A 4-pack, and I think I know what game is it.
Yeah,
the 4-pack is probably from. Yeah, it's probably the honk honk.
You're gonna be sitting in the 600s, blind date night. So, all right, Rally Chris, appreciate the call, my man. We'll see you soon.
All right. Go Angels.
Go Angels. Wait, what?
I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
All right. So, with that being said, thank you once again,
producer to the stars, One Jets Pod, Randy.
And we're going to be he's going to be joining the crime podcast. So there's some breaking news right there. He's filled in for a couple episodes, really good. The people liked him when he was on with us. So he's going to be filling in with us there too, and becoming a full-time member at some point here. So look for that if you're into true crime stuff. We do that Grinding True Crime podcast. So we'll have Randy on as well. And shout out to Catella Chronicles. Go give them a follow. And the chair and everybody else on the network. Check out Fernando and my podcast we did about the series that was, and talking about the Orioles, and then what happened last night. And then we should have another one out with James Squared tomorrow. So we got that all going. So for everyone here on the Halos in the Infield Network, have a good night, everybody. And let's make it 2 in a row winning tomorrow, so we could actually try to go for a winning streak on Thursday.